On this week's episode of One Up Me, Apex sets records, Apple Arcade, and Lord of the Rings Gollum. Enjoy the show.
How is everybody doing out there today? Hope you're all having a wonderful week. My name is Ryan. I'm joined as always by my co-host Jordan Sims, and this is One Up Me, episode 51. How's it going, Jordan? You sounding kind of stuffy on the pre-Skype call thing.
Yeah, I am only at 60% power. I'll get back to 100% soon. I got some pharmaceutical meth, and when I say that, people, I don't actually mean meth.
I would assume that they would. If they thought you actually meant meth, I would be worried.
Well, I was talking about it at work, and someone's like, "You do meth?" And I was like, "Whoa, man! Like, I don't know if you're trying to tell me that you do meth, but this is just
go about the dumpster and just have a good old time."
And I was like, "No, man, this is just like generic Sudafed. Like, it's no big deal. It's just a nasal decongestant. So, if you hear me drinking water or my voice is a little different than normal." No, I'm not trying to be, Christian Bale or anybody like that. It's just that I am fighting whatever this sickness is. I don't know if it's a combination of me being actually sick from allergies or all the chemicals I have to use with this cleaning job I have. So who knows? I might be getting superpowers, or I might have cancer. Who knows? But maybe this nasal decongestion will take care of me.
Cancer, it's never superpowers.
Yeah, I know. One day, man. One day I'll have superpowers.
I'm not feeling 100% either. I've been so busy with school. I've hardly had any time to play any games this week. But I don't know. What'd you think of the State of Play thing? Did you watch that, right?
I did watch it. I loved it. It was great. I liked knowing about it beforehand. Obviously, as companies do, they're like, "Hey, we're having this. Check it out." It was just really convenient. I didn't have to travel anywhere. I could just sit at home and, have a snack and some whatever else and just watch it. It was 30 minutes and it was just a great old time. I really wish that more companies would do this, and it looks like Sony got it right for their first one.
I like the format. There weren't a whole lot of big announcements or any, really. They announced an Iron Man VR, which looks interesting. Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fueled. I guess it got launched. It was got a launch date, I guess, June 21st, and we learned that the PS4 version will include some exclusive content in the form of blocky PS1 character style skins for Crash, Coco, and Cortex, along with retro track, a retro track and carts. Did you ever play the original Crash Team Racing?
I did, and I really enjoyed it. I don't own Mario Kart for the Switch, but I do think I might pick up Crash Team Racing because, I feel like you always need like a racing game in your wheelhouse. Just whether you want to sit down and play, a racing game, or your friends come over or something.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a cool thing. I really enjoyed. I'm not going to pick it up, but I really enjoyed the past meets future Mortal Kombat 11 trailer. That was really cool.
Yeah, I'm not a Mortal Kombat guy.
Me neither. I just liked the way it looked. It was just really cool.
Honestly, to reveal something like an exclusive character or something. But at the same time, I know Sony doesn't want their characters getting their heads ripped in half. So I didn't think that would happen, honestly. It was kind of weird also that they closed with that because it didn't really show. I guess it wasn't like an exclusive or something, but I don't know. They also showed some more of Days Gone. Of course, it's going to come out on April 26th. It did get me a little more excited about that. What were you going to say?
It got me less excited for that game because, yes, I knew enough about Days Gone, but that little trailer right there told me things that for some reason I've just been either I didn't know or I just ignored. And so it told me things about the game that I didn't want to know. So I feel that it spoiled some of the game for me.
Really, I didn't.
And I was mad about it for a little bit, and then I was like, whatever. It didn't take away from the game or anything. It was just, for me, I was just kind of like, man, I didn't know X, Y, or Z. Dang it! Like I wanted to go in. Not that I was trying to go into the game blind or anything.
I didn't
It's just
see
that
any spoilers.
well, there wasn't. I guess it was just spoilers for me because like they had me at there's a motorcycle, there's zombies. It looks cool. I'm done. I'm gonna play it. You know.
I feel you on that one. I guess it kind of showed me because I haven't seen hardly anything on it really, but it did show me that it was going to be a story focused game, which is interesting, and it makes me I guess more interested in it, even though I am a gameplay guy. So that the story looks interesting, and it's got that I think it's got the guy from a lot of things.
I could not tell you his name, but
he plays Doomsday in Smallville or something. As the guy who plays Deacon, the main character. No Man's Sky VR update. They are apparently adding No Man's Sky to VR, so that's cool. It's going to be a free update to anyone who already has it. And I mean, this is a good thing for Hello Games that when No Man's Sky came out, it was kind of like a fart in the wind. I mean,
Exactly.
as far as the critical reception, I think people bought it because they were excited and they didn't really realize that it wasn't that good. But then Hello Games has continued to support the game over the years, so that's really nice. I've actually considered buying it in the past, but I doubt I ever will. I believe it's on sale right now, so go check that
Probably.
out. I think it's on sale on Steam at least. I don't know about anything else. I think it's like
But
$30. What?
Yeah, I was gonna say No Man's Sky Beyond. It's gonna come out during the summer, and that is gonna be a free update. Just so y'all know.
Okay, that's nice. Also, Ready Set Heroes, which I'm not really sure what it is. It says right here on GameSpot.
It looked
Isometric
interesting.
Dungeon crawler.
I like dungeon crawlers. You know, it seems like a fun game to play with some friends.
It's a multiplayer game too, so it's interesting. Like, it says reach the end of the dungeon and you face off in a winner takes all showdown.
Yeah. So they announced some cool things. They showed some cool things. I'm not gonna lie. When that Iron Man trailer popped up at the beginning, I was like, "Heck yeah, Iron Man!" And then my first thought was, "Man, this isn't Robert Downey Jr." And then I was like, "I get why they can't afford to use him. Like, I understand. I get it. They can't
show his face.
You know." No. I'm talking about the voice. Why they didn't use him as the voice.
Right.
And you know, they can't really pay him however much money, you know, to use his voice. So, but I think it's gonna be cool. It definitely makes me think like how we talked about it in the last episode, that there probably is going to be a wireless PlayStation VR coming soon, which hopefully would mean there's going to be a sale on the original PSVR soon. So maybe I'll pick one of those up if it actually does go on sale, because I feel like that'd be a really cool thing to have.
Yeah. And then next up, we got a couple more announcements here. They announced Five Nights at Freddy's VR, which is a new take on Five Nights at Freddy's, quote unquote. So if you're excited about Five Nights at Freddy's and you have VR, I guess you can pick that up. And then they gave a story trailer and like a release window for Concrete Genie. It's really, if you haven't seen it before, it's really interesting. I would recommend looking up the trailer. But it's about like a young boy. It looks like he's like in his early teens maybe, who kind of gets bullied and picked on, and he has like some kind of magical ability to paint or like spray paint. I can't think what that's called. Like graffiti on walls, but I think he uses like a paintbrush though, so I don't know if you would call it graffiti.
He does.
Excuse me. But like the creations like come to life, and I guess adventure and madness ensue.
Yeah, that's coming out fall 2019. I actually saw that. My first thought was, "Oh, this is Dreams," and then I was like, "Wait a minute, this isn't." It just looks Dream-esque. It's not actually Dreams, but I'm interested in that. I might check it out.
Yeah, I think I might too. But moving on, we got apparently I don't know if y'all ever heard of the game Wild. I think Jordan has, but it took him a second. It took me a second to remember too. But it's this like super open world game based like thousands and thousands of years in the past, where you can like take control of animals and stuff. Apparently, it's not dead.
You get to ride.
I could not find a source for this, so I guess take this with a pretty big grain of salt. But I heard somebody talking about it or read it somewhere, and I cannot find it.
It's the game you get to ride on the back
Yeah,
of a
you can ride on
bear.
the back of a bear.
So that might jog something because it's not every day in a video game you get to ride on the back of a
No,
bear.
no.
Like it's pretty cool. So you can definitely go to YouTube, type in "wild video game," and it will pop up, and then it'll jog your memory. Because that's what I had to do. I was like, "Wild." I was like, "Why can't I find anything on this?" And I was typing "wild, not dead," and Ryan's like, "No, it's just wild." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Did you
And then
think
I
the game
Googled
was
it, started
called
looking at
Wild Not
stuff.
Dead?
Yeah. And so, but after I just typed in "wild video game," I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember hearing about
Yeah,
this."
I think they announced
So
it in like 2015,
they
and
did,
then
yeah.
kind of
There
just
was
disappeared off the face of the map, or the face of the earth.
exactly just gone. Sometimes that happens, and things just pop up and be like, "Hi, remember us?" And we're like, "No, no, we do
Yeah, I'm
not."
sure a lot of people have forgotten about that. But yeah, like I said, I couldn't find any stories on it, so take that with a grain of salt. All right, then we have EA Play. Is that what it's called? EA Access, excuse me. Maybe coming to Sony's PlayStation 4. In the past, Sony has kind of said that they don't want to associate with EA Access because they have said it, quote, like represents poor value because they don't want to ask people to pay even more for their games. But EA has said that there's going to be a future announcement of a major console. EA Access is going to a major console, so I'm assuming this means either Switch or PS4, but I don't know. I mean, a lot of EA games probably won't even play on Switch.
Yeah, true. I'm fine with either. I think it'd be cool if it came to PS4. Sony just needs to start playing ball with some of these people. I get it; they want to do their own thing, but after a while,
This is different. This is different. They're asking you to pay $5 or $10 extra, and Sony has said no. We don't want you to do that. This is not.
Yeah,
This
and I
isn't
get it.
like
They.
Fortnite or anything.
Well, I know. I kind of threw it in the same wheelhouse because sometimes Sony just doesn't play well with others. But I do get that it is different. And I get where Sony's coming from too. $5 extra, that's like a meal at some places. So $5 a month here and there, that definitely adds up. I saw something the other day on Twitter that was long-winded tweet, but shorten it down for y'all. The person basically was saying like, I'm going to not do cable, but I'm going to subscribe to Hulu and this and that. And they listed off all these subscription services they have. And it was like 20 or something. And it like equaled out to be a cable bill. And he's like, that's the world we live in. And I was like, I guess this is relatable / funny. And that's just what this kind of reminds me of. You got PlayStation Plus and Xbox and Switch, all the subscription services and stuff. So, I get where Sony's coming from. They're like, well, we want them to buy our service and not y'all's service. So, but, if it adds better games or different games to the PS4, that'd be cool.
I mean, I'm not gonna get it, but there are some games.
Oh, no.
That obviously it would do well. I'm sure, and make them a lot of money, and there are some good games. So that could be interesting. Did you watch the PAX East and watch the Borderlands 3 big reveal?
I did not get to watch it.
Wow.
I saw a lot of reactions on Twitter about it.
Did
though.
you watch
people going
you watched the trailer
insane.
though?
I have not seen the
Borderlands
trailer
3
yet.
trailer. Oh
No,
my
I saw a
gosh.
picture. I saw a picture of it, and that's it.
Completely prepared, ladies and gentlemen.
I know.
It looks
was-
cool.
It does. It does look cool. I'm sorry. Did you want me to watch it?
I just
Do you want me to
figured
watch
you
it
would.
now?
It's fine, whatever.
Okay.
Basically, it just showed a bunch of explosions and stuff. Just go watch it. But the
Okay.
big news is here that it has been confirmed, although everyone pretty much knew it was coming, and it seems like it's going to come this year. So that's good news, obviously. What's funny is they kept showing all this Borderlands stuff. They're like Borderlands remastered, Borderlands the Handsome Collection remastered. And I was just thinking to myself, I think at one point they showed a board game or something. And I'm just like, are they going to show Borderlands 3? Are they going to have this panel and not show Borderlands 3? Honestly, I thought that would be incredible and I would probably laugh. At the same time, though, that would be horrible.
Okay, that woman that's in the beginning of this trailer with the white hair looks exactly like Sombra. Like, She really does.
Looks like what?
She looks like Sombra from Overwatch.
Does she?
Yeah, a little bit. I think it's just the hair, the shaved side with the whatever the comb over it is and the gel. Man, this game looks beautiful. I love the art style of Borderlands.
Yeah, it's kind of cel shaded. I guess is how you would describe it.
Yeah. Man, this looks good. I'm excited to play this.
I don't know if I played it or not.
I know I don't
I
sound
never
like
played the second one.
Me neither. You know, yes, I'm a Borderlands fan, but I will say Borderlands is only fun if you have friends. It is not fun solo.
I completely disagree.
At least that's how I feel about it. Really?
Yeah, I don't think that's an unpopular opinion.
I mean, you're probably right. There's probably more people in the boat that you're in than the boat that I'm in.
A lot of people might say that it's better with friends, but it's definitely not a bad game without friends. I played Borderlands.
No,
and I liked it a lot.
I didn't mean to say it like that. I guess I did come off like that because I played Borderlands 1 a lot by myself.
You didn't even watch the Borderlands 3 trailer, so I mean,
I know.
You clearly don't care.
I guess I'm
about
not.
Borderlands.
I mean, I'm definitely not as big of a fan as some other people.
I'm not either, but I am excited for those people, I guess. What you been playing, though?
Exactly. Okay, so I beat Horizon Zero Dawn.
Nice. I think you told me about that. How'd you like it?
That story is amazing. There were so many moments that were just like emotional and mind-blowing and action-packed. If you have a PS4, you owe it to yourself to play Horizon Zero Dawn. I hate myself that I did not play this game when it came out. Because, and honestly, I was thinking about this, it's on the level, I'd say it's a better story than God of War.
Okay, interesting.
Not a better story than Red Dead, but it's right past God of War. And God of War was a dang near perfect story to me. And this is just, man, if you want a game where you can just dive in to the lore, to the history, this game has so many collectibles and so many different things that you can enjoy and just
Don't
feast.
tell me about collectibles. I hate collectibles. Ugh.
Well, it's not like a...
I've never understood people's fascination with them. Like, it's never been like a back-of-the-box thing. Like, you turn over and it says, collectibles. So it's just a bunch of digital garbage that people want to collect for some reason. I've never understood that.
Yeah, but this game has so much information that it allows you to feast upon in different ways that you can really just deep dive into the lore and into the awesome world they've created. So that was a really cool experience. And I didn't try any of the expansion because I got the complete edition or whatever on Black Friday. So I might go back and play it. Definitely not anytime soon, but I could see myself playing this in the future. Sorry, I coughed and
No, you're fine. I was kind of the same way with South Park. I beat it a couple weeks ago, and I think I'm one trophy away from getting the platinum. But that trophy is I'm gonna have to play the whole game again. And I was kind of like, that's 15 hours. I could beat another game in 15 hours. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe one day, but I don't know. I've been playing not much because I've been so busy this week, but I have been playing some Persona 4 Golden. I see you have as well. What are you thinking about it?
I love that game so much. I loaded it up and I was like, why? I'm like, because I was listening to podcasts when I first was loading it up and stuff, and I was like, wait, I'm not doing this game justice. So I, paused the podcast, plugged in the headphones, and I was like, I love this music.
It's so good.
I'm probably gonna buy this soundtrack.
It's so good.
That's how, or find it somewhere I can stream it. Either or. But I need to go back and play some more of this game. I only put about 2 hours in, maybe, but it's. I think I'm a Persona fan now. I get the appeal. We have a mutual friend, and he's played I'm pretty sure all the Persona games, and he's always like Persona, and I'm like, whatever. It's not for me. But man, this game is amazing. I love it, and it was one of those things where I was playing it, and it made me feel good about buying the Vita. And I was
it's honestly, it's worth the Vita alone to buy Persona 4 Golden.
exactly. And I was like, man, this game is like I'm so interested in the story. I need to know what happens. It's like I'm watching a really good anime that I can pause and then come back to, and every time it's a cliffhanger. It's like, well, what's gonna happen? Oh, well, this happened, and then well, this is, and it's just you can see the story like swirling and like getting more interesting.
Yeah, and you've only played for
and
2 hours, so I mean that tells you.
ex- ex- exactly, and I'm just like, I'm only 2 hours in, and I'm already so like. I need to know what happens. Like I care about these characters.
I think her name's Nanako, the little sister character, or I guess
yes,
she's your cousin. She's so cute.
Yeah, I guess so. She's
Every
like
day's great at your Juness. I think it's.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie. For the first couple times, I'm like, that song is creepy AF. But then after a while, I was like, every day is yours. I'm like, oh my gosh, this song.
I love that game so much. When you first booted it up though, you I think you said something about you didn't like the art style and the.
So I liked all the art style and everything. I liked the
2D
cutscenes. Yeah, the cutscenes and everything looked beautiful. But when you got to actual gameplay, I had to like stand back and look at it. I was like, what is this? Like, why does it look ugly, kind of? And then Ryan was like, it's a PS2 game, and I was like, oh. That makes so much more sense. I don't think it looks ugly, but I thought it was. No, now that I like accepted it for what it is, it's not ugly because I really enjoy the way Minecraft looks. So I can't, really I can't be a graphics whore in like Minecraft. So, but now that I've accepted it the way, played it a little bit, and I was like, okay, I get it. Because I was thinking in my head, I was thinking this was built on like PS3 graphics.
No, it's a PS2 game. It's PS2 port. Yeah, it's amazing. It's one of my favorite games ever. When you beat that, I'll let you play Persona 5. I have that. I have like the steel box.
Okay.
That game, I don't know which one I like more. So that you'll enjoy that one.
Oh,
too.
I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast, but my Sly Cooper collection did come in for my Vita, and I popped that in. Haven't played any of it, but I was looking at the box, and I was like, I think I'm gonna enjoy this. I think I'm at a point in my life where I can give Sly Cooper a chance. And
it's nice
probably
to go back to a day where not every game was horrifying and death everywhere.
It exactly. But man, Sekiro.
Yeah, speaking of death everywhere, we both played it. I barely played it at all. I put a few hours into it, and then I've just been doing schoolwork. So what have you thought of it so far?
This game, I'm glad I have a grip upon my mental health because this game, like, I feel it is attacking me personally. Like, it took me 36 times to kill that first dude. Like, I don't know his name, but the first little
guy. He's not a boss. He's like
he's not even a boss.
I don't know if he's a mini boss, but he has 2 health bars. So let's just say that.
Exactly. The first guy, where they're teaching you all the stuff, like R1 to do this and jump and all this other stuff. It took me 36 times, and there was a point.
I was worried about you when you told me that.
Oh, I know.
It took me like 3 or 4, maybe 5 times to beat him, maybe. But you're like, it took you like 30 times.
Yeah, and when I finally beat him, I was just like, I just got this like rush of emotion and feelings. I was like, I did that. I was like, I can kill anybody now. And then I went to the next level, and I was like, what? And then, you get the grappling hook and all this other stuff. And I was like, Ryan, how do I beat this guy? He's like, you sneak behind him. Like, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, you sneak behind people. So, this is a game where if you can sneak behind people and take, like, a big stealth kill or something, even more so than Dark Souls. Way more than Dark Souls, actually, I'd say. The parrying in this game is so difficult to get down.
Yes. So this is making me rethink how I play all video games now. Because me as a person, if there's a problem, I like to tackle it head on, fist blazing. Yeah. I can't do that in this game. And I think that's what frustrates me the most. The fact that I want to live and I want you to die. So that's all there is, man. Like, you're going to die and I'm going to live. Nope. You cannot do that in this game.
This game tells you to
Like,
sit down.
This game pulls my pants down and just spanks me. And it's just, I did get to the part where, actually, I'm not going to say that because I think I'm a little further than you.
I think I'm about to go into the first boss room. I'm not sure, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm fighting the red eye
right now. Like this, it's another 2 health bar guy.
Okay, yeah. I'm fighting the red eye, the guy that you need fire for.
The ogre. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh! It took me so long to beat him. I didn't use fire. How did you? Yeah. Did you use fire to beat him?
I haven't beat him yet.
You can. Like there was torches and stuff around, but I didn't see any way to actually use them. It took me probably 20 or 30 tries, honestly, to beat him. Because there's no, I couldn't find a way to sneak. And there's also people around him. So unlike the previous guy that Jordan was talking about, there are other enemies around you that will, try to destroy you while you're fighting him. So you have to go beat them and then beat him.
So there's an old lady in the earlier part of that level you can talk to. And she'll give you a bell. And if you take that bell to the old man, you can pray to it. And then that does stuff. And then that allows you to get different shinobi tools.
Yeah, I know that. I know about the shinobi tools. Of course I know about the shinobi tools. I thought you were going to say she gives you, fire.
No. That in that place is where I got the fire.
Okay, I'll have to go back and check, I guess. Even though I've already beaten that thing. I guess I need to go back and check so I can get that.
Yeah, it's. I think it's in. I forgot where I got it from. It was somewhere in that level, but yeah, I got it from there. So, but I'm enjoying it. It definitely. There was a couple times where I was like, I can't play this game. I'm not good enough to beat this game.
There were a couple times that I had to put my controller down and be like, okay, I'm gonna come back to this later today.
Exactly. There was 1 or 2 times where I was like, I will snap this controller in half. But it wasn't even like a rage thing. It was just a frustration thing because I was trying to respect the game and play it the way that it wanted to be played. But I was just like, no, I just want to go in and swing it. Swinging the sword around, doing cool stuff. And I was like, and then I just had to sit back and think. I was like, you can't play it this way. You cannot. You have to change the way you play video games. And that's what Sekiro is teaching me.
Make you play, the way they want you to play.
Exactly, and I respect that. And when I realized that and started thinking about what I was going to do rather than just go in sword swinging, I was like, okay, I get it. Respect the game, play the game how it's supposed to be played, and it's a good experience. So, but you just got to take it one step at a time.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You get a little better, every time you play. And then finally, I have been watching a lot of One Piece. That's probably the only thing of entertainment I've done the whole week. But I've watched a lot of One Piece. They get that anime game. That anime is so good. I think I just finished. Yeah, I just finished season 9, episode 700 of One Piece. Actually, I think I've watched a few more. I think I'm on episode 705 or something like that. Yeah, and I'm 2 or 3 seasons behind, and each season has 50 episodes probably. But that show's amazing. If you've ever thought about watching it, I highly recommend it. Although I do understand. I've been watching it since 2002 probably, and I'm still, like I said, hundreds of episodes behind probably. But I love that show so much. The villain in this arc might be the best villain in anime, honestly. So good. I'm very excited. I thought about watching it because I'm on the last season or 2 of Naruto, and I need to finish that. But I was like, I'm gonna try to get through this because I only had 10 episodes.
This arc of One Piece.
Do what?
I said you're trying to get through that arc of One Piece, just so you don't.
Because the arc still has 50 episodes left, but at least through that season. Because each season is half an arc, I believe, and So each arc has probably 100 episodes, and each season is like
oh my
50.
gosh.
Yeah, each season is like 50 episodes. So each arc has 2 seasons basically. But that's about it.
Wow.
We can move on to some new games we have for you here. Elder Scrolls Blade is out now for iOS and Android. I'm surprised it's on Android too this soon.
Exactly. Android usually gets things a little later than iOS sometimes.
We got Battlefield Battle Royale, which is called Firestorm, which is out now for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. The Walking Dead, the final episode. It is here, ladies and gentlemen. I am 2 seasons behind now on this game. I was really going to play it, but it's out now for the PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and on the PC through Epic Store. Next we have Yoshi's Crafted World, which is out now for the Switch. Tropico 6, which is also out now for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, but no Switch. I don't guess. Feels like that could be a good Switch game.
Yeah, that's it looks pretty interesting. I saw that.
Generation Zero.
Next we have
no idea what that is out now.
That's going to be the Left 4 Dead style mech game that pretty much think Left 4 Dead but with machines. So if Horizon Zero Dawn and Left 4 Dead had a baby.
Okay, interesting.
It's out now for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. I've heard mixed things on it. Yeah, I know. I kind of hyped it up on the podcast.
Oh yeah, this game you were talking about several months ago.
Yeah, correct. I haven't watched any gameplay on it. I haven't picked it up myself. I'm trying to be more financially smart with my money.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
But maybe if my friends pick it up, or maybe if I can persuade my friends to pick it up. But there's too many other awesome games we can play together that we don't really need to spend money on this. We got Apex, Division, etc.
And then finally, excuse me, Shovel Knight Showdown, which is like, from what I can tell, almost like a Super Smash Brothers style Shovel Knight expansion, and I think they're going to release a standalone. Is out on April the 9th for Switch, Xbox One, PS4, and PC. So that is out on everything except probably Linux.
Well, I mean, Linux has Steam, so technically it is out on Linux. I was
trying to make a joke, and you...
I'm sorry. Look, this will be way better when I can look into your eyes, and you can be like, wink, wink, and I'll be like, yeah, I get what you're doing. So, but according to Game Informer, apparently Apex earns over 19. Nope, I can't speak today. 92 million in its first month. That
we get like an air horn.
I do like air horns or vuvuzela from the World Cup. So, $92 million. What the heck? That is crazy.
Yeah, but it's not too surprising, but I mean, still that's insane. And according to Game Informer, they say this makes the game the most successful launch of any free-to-play game in history, according to the firm Super Data. So that's insane. It's even outgrossed Fortnite, at least in the first month it's been out.
I am so proud to have helped contribute to that huge number, but I didn't contribute much. But still, it's I like it.
Their
I like
season
it a lot.
passes or battle passes, it's okay. I don't regret buying it, but it's okay. I'm hoping that they expand it much more in future battle passes. Game Informer also says it's beating out King of the Mountaintop, FIFA 19, as well as Fortnite and Anthem, which make up a total of 100 million in the same month. Of course, Anthem, obviously, that's a full price game too. So I guess it tells you
that's
something.
impressive.
Apex Legends is a great game. It deserves. I think it deserves some money. It's not perfect. Like I said, the Battle Pass could use some more. The game is still buggy sometimes, which is annoying, and it has server issues sometimes. So it's far from perfect. Don't get me wrong, but it's still an amazing game.
But they are working hard to fix all those problems. They are very open to the community and everything like that. So I'm grateful that they're getting money to pay their people to continue to work on this game. So I'm excited for that. This next piece of news, I'm actually interested in since I started playing Persona. It's coming from GameSpot. Persona 5 The Royal Coming is going to be on PS4 with new characters. So, I have no clue about Persona 5. Now that I think about it, I don't know if Persona is actually a tied together story or not.
Okay, it's not. It's like an anthology series. It's kind of like Final Fantasy.
Okay.
Except I believe they take place like in the same universe. I don't know about that 100%. But so this is, from what I can tell, Persona 5R, as people are calling it, is going to be basically the Persona 4 Golden of Persona 5. So it's going to have like more characters and just more stuff added to it.
I'm 100% okay with that. That's awesome.
Yeah, they also did one with Persona 3 called Persona FES. So I mean that's clear, that's just what they do. They like, and it's usually the better version of the game. This one's going to come with at least one more character. Looks like it's going to be a female character that is doesn't see eye to eye with the protagonist. So that's very very interesting. I'm trying to see if it says. I don't think they have not released a date or anything. What's funny is that they released this probably hours after we recorded the podcast or after the podcast came out last week.
So correct me if I'm wrong. With the way they do these re-releases, is it a complete redesign of the story and the gameplay of the game? So it's a completely new game,
not a completely new
or is
game.
it just?
It's not that I'm aware of. It's a lot of stuff, but it's not. It's still it's very very similar.
It still has the same. Okay, it still has the same beats.
Yeah, I mean, I've never played the original Persona 4, so I don't know, but that would be weird, and that would be a pretty quick turnaround because this game came out. Persona 5 came out 2 years ago, so that would be a very quick turnaround, especially for Atlas, who don't make games that often. It seems like they only release one of these big games once a generation. PS4 they released this, PS3 they released Catherine, PS2 they released Persona 3, so. They're not, Ubisoft or Activision banging out games every year.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm excited for that. I think Atlas is doing a great job. Like I said,
and I adore PS Vita. I love Atlas so much.
I like this when I experience a new company for the first time, and it's just if you have a PS4 or know somebody with a PS4, check this out. I'm sure
we don't even know. I'm assuming it's going to come out on PS4. I'm just wondering if it's going to come out on anything else. Part of me would like it to come to Switch, but I don't know. About that or not. I'm also excited for you because obviously you're liking Persona 4. So maybe you'll actually like Catherine. You pre-ordered that big bundle for $80, even though. I mean, do you like puzzle games?
I don't know, honestly. It just looks so. You know me, I'm a sucker for art, man. I love art, and I was like, this collector's edition is beautiful. I might get Catherine and hate it and be like, here you go, Ryan. I don't want this.
I would take it. I love Catherine. Catherine's a great game. But Persona 5R coming hopefully soon.
So finally, some news that I've been waiting for to happen forever because it's always just weird seeing this. This is coming from The Verge. Sony confirms it will stop letting GameStop and other realtors sell PS4 download codes.
Yeah, this is going to go into effect April the 1st of this year. So happy April Fool's Day.
Yeah, there you go. They said, quote, we can confirm that as of April 1st, 2019, Sony Interactive Entertainment will no longer offer full games through SIE's Global Digital Retail Program. PlayStation spokesman tells The Verge, continuing the quote, this decision was made in order to continue to align key businesses globally to support full games and premier editions. SEI will introduce increased denominations at select retailers. I can't speak today. DLC, add-ons, virtual currency, and season passes will still be available, end quote. So, I don't have a problem with this. I think it's a good thing. I think it's strange that they've been selling these codes as long as they have. I mean, if you can go in the store and buy the code, why don't you just buy the code on your system?
It is kind of strange, but I mean, I guess it's like a Christmas. They probably sell them a lot for Christmas and birthdays and stuff.
Yeah, and I get it. For people that want, say you have a friend that's a minimalist and they love games, but, obviously you might not know how to digitally gift them a game. You can just buy them the code, wrap it up, give it to them. They don't have any more clutter in their house, and they have the game. So, I mean, I get how that's useful. But you could also just give them a PlayStation gift card or a gift card for that store, too, by the way. So, but, that's why not? At least they're still going to have the add-ons, the DLC, the virtual currency, and the season pass, which is a good thing.
Yeah, so you will be able to buy some digital stuff from some retailers. Just not all of it from all retailers? Is that what am I reading this right?
I would agree. Yes, I would assume that what I'm taking away from this is they no more actual full games on the cards, so you can't go in and buy like Devil May Cry 5
Oh, is
card.
that what this is?
But you could go, yeah. So there no more Devil May Cry. There's no more full game cards.
But you can still buy like currency and stuff. Like you can buy like a
correct. Yeah. So say
gift card.
Yeah. You can still buy the currency. You can still go buy Fortnite V-Bucks or a season pass. You can't just go. So say if I wanted to go buy, I don't know, what's a new title that came out? Anthem. I wanted to buy Anthem on a digital card for Xbox. I can't go in and do that after April 1st.
For Xbox.
So that's what. Or, sorry,
PS4,
you know what I mean. PS4.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. And they're gonna increase the denominations as like retailers. Okay, yeah, that makes sense now. I just kind of, I guess, spaced out though for a second here. Excuse me. Moving on from Sony to Nintendo, it's coming from Ars Technica. This actually originally came from the Wall Street Journal, at least the one that I saw. I just wanted to give them a shout out, but yeah, they have a paywall, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go to another one and find that.
Good man. The Wall Street Journal does not need our money. They are doing fine, I'm sure.
Yeah, Nintendo has plans to release not one but 2 new models of the Switch as early as this summer, according to Ars Technica. One model would be like a higher end system, akin to like their version of the Xbox One or the PS4 Pro. It's not going to be as powerful as either, but it's going to be, I guess, closer to their power. Okay, yeah, and then the other one would be a cheaper model, which even, I guess, more cheap than the current Switch, which seems like it would aim more at the 3DS market, maybe replace that aging handheld. I know some people are maybe trying to move to the Switch, but they don't want to spend the money because they still have a 3DS. And then obviously that would have to cut some costs. They'd have to cut some features to make up the difference. Some people are saying they maybe take off the ability to remove the Joy-Cons or take away the ability to make it a 2-in-1. But especially the Joy-Con one seems bad because there's a lot of games that need the Joy-Cons
off the Switch.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, like you actually need to remove them. So this is, yes, I would love this. This would be great. More people have Switches. More people enjoy video games. But earlier this year, Nintendo clearly said, hey, we're not making any more. Like, we're not making a Switch 2 anytime soon. And not that this is the Switch 2, but I'm just kind of curious. I guess them saying that back later, that it was maybe a
lie.
Just, what is it? Like
the word you're looking for.
Yeah, I was gonna say a PR stance, but yeah, lie is also a good word. So, two things I'm curious about. One, if for some reason people buy one of these Switches, yes, I mean if you already own a Switch and you're purchasing one of these, can you do account sharing / account transfer?
Well, they have the cloud thing now, so I would assume so.
Yeah, true. Which would be nice. But I know all games aren't on the cloud thing. That's a whole nother can of worms for another day. Nintendo and their special cloud stuff. But And two, I'm curious to see how much stronger, or I guess powerful, the other system would be compared to the original Switch.
I am too. I'm assuming it would have like a better screen. It would have better frame rates and maybe the Joy Cons. I know some people have had problems with their Joy Cons. I'm sure all that would be fixed on both new versions. But
exactly. Am I gonna get one?
No,
Probably
I'm not gonna
not.
get one. No.
I do not have a reason to get one. I mean, I'm interested in seeing what they're gonna do. Maybe they'll do some different colors. Maybe who knows? Better screen, better battery life for sure.
That's another one. Better battery life is another big one. It doesn't bother me as much as a lot of people, but that would be a big deal.
Exactly. It's just better battery life for sure. I'd say that's numero uno on there. Better battery life than a screen, and then maybe some more color options that aren't red and blue. Not that I have any problem with that. Just maybe people want some more colors. Man, that red one
looks so nice. The red Joy-Cons, the Mario colors.
Oh, yeah. Every time I go to the store, I'm like, I should get some Joy-Cons. And I was like, that's a terrible idea. So I'm like, why? There's literally no reason for me to get Joy-Cons because the ones I have work perfectly. There's no reason for me to buy Joy-Cons.
Yeah, me either. Except I guess that they look nice, but I don't need them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that new PS4 controller that they announced. The Alpine,
the Alpine Green or whatever it's called.
Nice.
Yeah, it does.
But I'm not gonna get it. I only have one PS4 controller right now because no one ever plays with me anymore. So
same.
There's no point. In my multiplayer games, I normally play on the Switch, in which case I have multiple controllers or play on PC online. No one plays.
Exactly.
At least no one that I know of plays couch co-op PC. So, there's that. Next up, we have some news for all you Apple fans out there. Apple Arcade is a thing that's happening. It's like a subscription model where you get access to games.
Okay, so let me just bubble this down into a sweet, juicy soup for y'all. It's a all-you-can-play, one subscription. No ads, no in-app purchases. You can jump from the iPhone to iPad to Mac to Apple. You can play offline, anytime, anywhere, and there's access for up to 6 family members. Sorry if you have 7. You got to make another account. And apparently, they're committed to your privacy.
That's good to know.
So
I'm sure this big tech company won't lie.
I mean, yeah, we just read an article about Nintendo. So, I saw this and I was like, one, was this a plan? Was this already in the works? Or did they see Google Stadia and we're like, okay, we got to put something together?
No, I'm sure you don't put something together like this that quickly. That Google Stadia happened like a week before this. There's no way.
True. So some of the games that they announced for this, no, I didn't watch it. Yes, I'm just reading them off the website. You got Where Cards Fall. Looks like a puzzle game. You got The Pathless, which is like a mythical adventure. There's a Lego Brawls, which is a multiplayer. It's like a battle royale set in the Lego universe. There's Hot Lava. You get to parkour across a house because the floor is lava, apparently. There's this Oceanhorn 2, Knights of the Lost Realm.
That's probably the biggest game, I would say. It's the sequel to Oceanhorn, which is a game that is very, 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 very heavily inspired by Zelda, especially like Breath of the Wild and Wind Waker.
I was going to say, this guy looks like discount
Link,
Zelda.
You mean? Oh my gosh. You almost got actually crucified, Jordan.
It wouldn't be the first time this week. It's fine. And then there's Beyond a Steel Sky, which really gave me some not Heroes of the Storm. What's that game? It was an MMORPG that was Heroes. Anyway, I'm sure if you've played that game, you know what I'm talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway. So, it looks kind of cool. It looks like Metro Exodus meets Watch Dogs sort of a game. Like I said, I'm not in the Apple
ecosystem.
Oh my goodness. The Apple, thank you, yes. But I'm sure a lot of people are happy
every
about
once in a while
this.
there's a game. There is a mobile game that comes out that looks interesting, maybe once or twice a year. But I'm not a mobile game guy at all. Even the games that I will say there are very good games on mobile. We had an entire episode on mobile games, so there are good games. But even the good games I can't bring myself to play for whatever reason. And I'm not an Apple guy either. I have an iPad Mini still. But I'm not planning on it. I might sell that thing to just get a Kindle, because I can get a Kindle plus have more money left over. So this is just not for me. And I don't think it's for Jordan. I feel like this is just for a more casual audience in general.
Exactly. I'm not knocking Lego. I enjoy Lego. I like what they do. They do a lot of great things. I enjoyed the Lego movie. I haven't seen the second one.
Man, I love the Lego. That's a good movie. It's better than I would say it's better than Batman Lego movie too.
I still haven't seen that one either, but I enjoy
Lego movie in my opinion.
I saw this and my first thought was, they're just copying Google. But now that I think about it out loud, you're correct.
It's not just mobile. It's just mobile games.
That's true. Yeah, it's not. And also, when you said, "Hey, the Google happened a week before this," they couldn't have put this together in a week. And I'm like, yes, that's a good point. So
I just feel like streaming games and stuff like this kind of stuff is going to be more commonplace in the future.
Exactly, especially with like the internet getting better.
5G when that finally comes along, like they say 5G is going to be like a huge step.
Yeah, I was reading an article a couple of years ago that some scientists were playing around with the idea of using light. They called it light-fi. You could connect to like the UV rays or something that are in the sky, and they used that as internet, and they were using it like in this science experiment. I'm like, that's cool.
It's hardcore, man.
Hardcore, So I like all this gaming stuff that's coming out. It's really cool. It definitely feels like we're being not pushed, but we're moving to an era of no disc, digital stuff, mediocre to very good internet for everyone, which would be great. And it seems like it's just going to be a good old time.
Apple also announced they have this thing, I can't think what it's called, but it's magazine and I just knocked my microphone. Sorry about that. Magazine and like newspaper subscription. I can't think of what it's called, and I know it's not gaming related, but that's actually the thing I was most interested in because it comes with like hundreds of magazines and newspapers and stuff for like $10 a month or something. So I thought that was at least slightly interesting. And then they had their Apple TV.
That's not bad.
But I mean, Apple TV just feels like another Hulu, another Netflix that I don't need.
Exactly. There's so many TVs that pretty much come with a free Hulu or a free Chromecast or something smart built in, so you don't really need an Apple TV unless you're already in that ecosystem.
Yeah, I'm just not. I used to be big Apple, big time into the Apple ecosystem, and then I saw the light, man. Like these things are overpriced. They don't do, they're not as innovative, especially now.
Innovative,
as they say they are.
Oh, yeah.
The other phones can do just as much, sometimes more, for much less.
True.
And just there's such a, I don't know. Just I'm not an Apple fan at all. But I mean they've obviously done plenty of good as well. The iPhone was revolutionary, obviously.
Oh yeah, 100%. I will say they make some sexy devices.
They make some good looking phones, but I would rather have a if I'm gonna get a $1,000 phone, I would rather have a Galaxy, but I can also get a a phone that costs $500 or $600 that does 90 to 95% of what the other phones do, but in the Android ecosystem, that is. Can't do that in iPhones, not anymore, especially.
That is true. But moving on to some more Sony news coming from Engadget, the PlayStation VR sells 4.2 million headsets. So that's awesome. Like I said at the top of the show, or somewhere in the show, I really wouldn't mind a PSVR. I think they're nifty. I'd enjoy playing it. And apparently a lot of other people really enjoy them because they've sold 4.2 million of them.
I figured it would be I figured it would be less than that, honestly.
I did too, because it doesn't seem, that price tag is
Well, it's
pretty
not. But the
hefty.
thing about it is, it's not hefty compared to the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive,
Oh,
because they in of
correct.
themselves are more expensive than, and I think in some cases much more expensive than the PSVR. On top of that, though, you
Oh
need
yeah,
like $1,000 plus computer to run it.
yeah. It's like I got this Oculus Rift. It's like my Chromebook won't run it. Well, too bad, Jimmy. I'm sorry. Your parents got you an Oculus Rift, and just use your imagination.
Yeah, it
So
says here that
I think this is
global market intelligence firm IDC estimated Rift and Vive shipments for the fourth quarter of 2018 to be around 300,000 for the Rift and 230,000 for the Vive, while Sony shipped around 463,000 headsets in the same quarter, according to the same firm. So, I mean, I feel like that also it speaks at least somewhat highly to Rift and Oculus's, or Rift and Vive's success, but still, that's selling almost twice as many in some cases. Well, not, it's like 25% more, and that's twice as more. But that's a pretty significant difference here. I really didn't think it was doing that well, honestly. And maybe that's not good, but it seems good to me.
exactly with all these new PSVR games that are coming out. You got Everybody's Golf. You
Cool.
got the Five Night. I did too. I liked that. I was like, I like golf. I'll play it.
I love Hot Shots Golf.
That is a good game. I want to get one of the GameCube games. I want to get is what's it called? Slumlord Golf or like Slugger Golf. I can't remember. It's like pretty much rednecks on a golf course, and you get to like hit each other with like you can go up to someone while they're trying to swing and like hit them with a golf cart or hit them with what's it called? A putter, a driver, one of those things, a club, and it's like it's super. I remember playing it somewhere, and it's a really fun game. Yeah, I found a copy of it at that retro game store, but I didn't buy it because I don't have a GameCube yet, so there's no reason for me to buy it. But it looks like PSVR isn't going to go anywhere anytime soon, especially with the Five Nights at Freddy's that's coming out and the No Man's Sky VR. So it definitely seems like Sony is giving it some more love.
Okay, there are two games that might be the game you're describing here. There are a lot of golf games on the. We got Swingers Golf, but I think you're talking about Outlaw Golf.
Yeah, Outlaw Golf. That's it.
Yeah, Outlaw Golf.
Yeah, that's it. Let me double check.
That's definitely it.
I think I sent you a.
It looks exactly what you were describing.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, Outlaw Golf. Yeah, that game was so much fun. It's so funny. Just like rednecks playing golf, and it was just, man, it was so much fun. I want to play that game again.
There's an Outlaw Golf 2.
Oh man, hot dang! What's it on? Is it on GameCube too?
It looks like Xbox, the original Xbox.
Ah, dang
That
it!
sounds
Not
like
buying an
original
Xbox.
game.
Yeah, just Outlaw Golf 2 on Xbox. So, man, this decongestion medicine is really kicking in. Just making me feel all the allergies.
Wait, it's making you feel allergies?
No, it's just I got the decongestant going on, and my throat feels a little better. It's not swollen. I woke up this morning, I was like, I'm pretty sure I can't talk, but I put some liquids in me, and now I can speak, which is nice because we do a podcast. So
yeah, we have a new Lord of the Rings game, according to PC Gamer. Lord of the Rings Gollum. It's a new action adventure game from Daedalic.
yeah, it's never heard of them.
They announced Lord of the Rings Gollum, a new action adventure game set in J.R.R. Tolkien's universe, obviously. A press release from the company insists, quote, this new title will remain true to the vision laid out in J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, as well as explore new events and details related to Gollum's journey. It will see players assume the role of Gollum himself as the game tells Gollum's story from a perspective never seen before. in any storytelling medium, all the while staying true to the legendary books of J.R.R. Tolkien. Okay.
So
What do you think about this?
I put this in there. I laughed
it's
for a good
weird.
30 seconds when I saw this. And then I was like, huh, this is either going to be a really good story and like Gollum just having a hard life where he's beat up as a kid and does. That's right. He's just doing hard drugs or whatever else is going on in Tolkien's universe.
What was Gollum doing like the hundreds of years? He was just sitting in a cave.
Yeah. What if that's the whole game?
In a cave, rubbing the ring. Precious.
And you just have to rub the ring. You got to move to different parts of the cave and
controller pads in a circle, or the like the D-pads in like a circle.
Yep, and then you stop and you got to like move and stretch and go to another part of the cave and rub the ring, and that's the whole game.
You got to go out and get a fish and just bite its head off.
Yep, and then you're like, fish, this is my precious, and it's like, okay, that's. You just slowly see him going insane. I don't know. I think it might cover Gollum as a child, and then kind of how.
Is that interesting? Was he interesting before he found the ring?
I think he's interesting before he found the ring.
Weird, preppy Hobbit thing, isn't he?
That's what I think is interesting. Yeah, I mean, pretty sure. Like I'm having flashbacks to the movie, and I'm pretty sure he's just a preppy d-bag that found the ring. And then killed his friend,
like
right? Or his lover. I can't remember.
Those movies. And then I watched...
He killed his friend or his lover.
It hurt me. And I didn't want to be hurt again.
I mean, they're long movies.
The Lord of the Rings movies are actually bad.
I mean, the Lord of the Rings movies are bad.
What?
I just wanted to see your reaction.
Okay.
They're not actually bad. I actually had to like push down with my fist in my mouth, like vomit. Like, but still talk while saying that. No, I love the Lord of the Rings.
Talent, especially.
I can't tell you all the details.
Well, you're not sick, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and according to the studio, they say Gollum will be powered by Unreal Engine and is expected to come to PC as well as all relevant console platforms, whatever that means. At that time, sometime in 2021. So sometime in 2021,
that's them saying,
whatever the relevant platforms are, in 2021,
yep,
they're going to come to those platforms. It's going to come to those platforms.
Gollum is a PS5 release game. I'm calling it.
So this is not also because WB owns at least some kind of rights to the video game universe.
To Lord of the Rings.
But yeah. I can't remember what the deal is, but they can't... some people, WB owns this, and I guess parts of it they don't own because they do the Middle Earth, it's like Shadow of War, the Shadow of Mordor games, which are great. But I guess this is different. This is weird. I don't want to play as Gollum. I just don't. He's weird, gross.
Don't worry, I'll play.
Mostly naked, baby version of Andy Serkis that I don't like it.
I'll play it, and I'll let you know what I think. Or you might walk in, and I'm playing it.
So I'm going to walk in, and you're just going to be like bent over. Precious. I have to do this to get the platinum. It's like Precious.
What if it's a VR game?
I wouldn't be surprised.
God, that would be crazy. Man, but this next piece of news coming from DualShocker, CD Projekt Red says this is their most important E3 ever. So you know us, especially me. I'm all in for this Cyberpunk 2077. I'm ready. I'm going to get a leather jacket. I'm going to start smoking whatever synthetic jewel, diamond crystal cigarettes they smoke in the future. And I'm going to get some cybernetic bionics in my body. Like, I'm ready.
Yeah, I understand. You know? I'm super excited for that game, too.
So, apparently they got some stuff to show us in June. And it kind of makes me think, what are they going to show us? They had that, like I've said before on the podcast. They showed us that 45 minutes of gameplay. I'm golden. Don't show me anything else. Give me a release date and a pre-order button, and I'm good, man. What are you gonna show me at June? You know?
I mean, and I kind of agree that they seem to be primed to have like a big showing at E3 in June.
You know, what are they gonna do? They're gonna be like, oh yeah, by the way, it comes out tomorrow. Boom, done. That's all they have to say. I mean, they don't have to obviously release it. I kind of think
it's gonna be a 2020
in June
game.
I agree. You know, I just want a release date. Not even like, give me a release year. That'd be great. Or a month. Or just a date. You know, we can just be like, it's coming out on the 23rd. Okay, cool. I'm down with that. I don't just that's information. I
feel like they're not
okay
gonna
with that.
Tell us a release date until they are 100% sure. But
then,
I wonder.
I could even see them.
They're not gonna have their own E3 presentation. I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. I think they're.
I would assume they're going to show it at Microsoft.
Yeah, they did last year. Sure. That's what I was going to say. I don't know who, because Sony's not going to be there. So.
Yeah. I was
I'm curious.
They would show something through Microsoft again. Obviously, they're not going to show something through Nintendo, and I haven't heard anything about them having their own press conference.
Exactly. So, it'll be interesting. We just want to let y'all know about that. We'll definitely let you know.
Okay. I interrupt this to bring you something here. DualShockers. I just noticed this because we were on DualShockers reading about Cyberpunk, but DualShockers gave Generation 0 a 3.5.
Well, disregard everything else I said about that game. It is a rancid, tainted pudding cup. Don't buy it.
This looks okay. This is not what I thought this game would be at all. I figured it would be more like an XCOM type.
No, man. It's like you got your bag 'em and tag 'em.
It's like this is an FPS.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely gave me some Horizon vibes. After beating Horizon, I'm like, these things are like little creatures from Horizon, just not as smart.
The title of the review is called Hours I Will Never Get Back.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
Bad.
Unsatisfactory.
That's so sad and bad. Oh. Moving on to something that will hopefully be much better than that. We actually have a release date for Wolfenstein Youngblood, the pseudo sequel to the critically acclaimed Wolfenstein 2. It seems like it's going to come out on July the 26th. Have you played the new Wolfenstein games?
I have not played any Wolfenstein games ever. It's a universe that I've seen, obviously, but I've never actually asked anyone where I should start, if I should start playing them.
Just play Wolfenstein, the two newest ones.
Okay, what are they? They're on PS4, right?
I think they might even be on Switch. Yeah, they're on pretty much everything.
Oh,
I would probably play on PS4
cool. Okay, cool.
or PC.
Okay, cool. I'll try them out on something. I'll see what the better deal
is. That's a good idea.
Versus
good
PS4.
Idea. Machine Games has made some great Wolfenstein games in the past several years here, but this is going to be. You're playing as the daughters of the protagonist of the earlier two, BJ Blazkowicz, and this takes place years into the future. You're trying to find him because he's gone missing. So, I'm not going to lie. I guess seeing all the stuff about Wolfenstein all these years, I never actually grasped what it's actually about. But now that I'm looking at this official story, screen cap, I honestly thought the whole thing was about mecha werewolves, but that is obviously not the case. And I was like, Wolfenstein, that sounds cool. And then for some reason, I made this story up of mecha werewolves and Nazis, and I was like, this game has to be cool. No, yeah, they're really good. Polygon also said that Bethesda has announced that the co-op shooter may be shared and played among friends for free with a few conditions. Someone has to buy Wolfenstein Youngblood's Deluxe Edition and then share its Buddy Pass with a pal, and the two of them have to be playing the game together at the same time. the second person will still be able to experience all of the game for free, Bethesda said. The Buddy Pass may also be shared among multiple friends, although only one at a time may play with the owner. Okay, yeah, so that's cool. It's kind of like EA did that A Way Out game last year where only one person had to buy it, and then you could both play it. So that's pretty cool.
To my knowledge, that's the first time I know of the whole Buddy Pass thing. I like that. It's really cool. It sucks that you can't play with, say me, you, and Jake can't play together. But
yeah, but I mean, there's only 2 playable characters, I think, so.
Oh, okay, then never mind. I do like that a lot, though. That's really cool. Because sometimes, like 1 month you might be able to buy something, next month I might not be able to. So if more games adopt that I like that. I like that because sometimes you want to play games with friends and so might not, they might be like, I don't want to buy that game. So with the Buddy Pass, that's a cool thing. So I'm going to check out Wolfenstein. And
I'm sure you could probably get the first one.
I might talk about it on the podcast. Probably. I'm going to add it to my... Yeah, I'm definitely going to add it to my backlog of games. And I was thinking the other day, I don't know what's larger, my backlog of video games that I haven't played or the backlog of anime that I haven't watched.
Anime is infinite.
Exactly. Anime never ends, man. It's always there.
Watching.
Ready for you.
Waiting.
That's right.
For you to accidentally watch Sword Art Online past episode 10.
Yeah, exactly. Talking to you, James. Stop loving Sword Art so much.
I actually want to watch because I've heard it's good. It also, I believe it has a different writer and it doesn't have Kirito in it. So those are clearly two good things.
That's right. No Kirito? Yeah, good thing. This next article is coming from Push Square. It's about the PS4 firmware update for 6.51. It's released, but it's nothing too crazy. It just gives you some improvements to system performance, which is always good. Because, you don't want your PS4 performing badly. You spend all that money on it. You want it to be able to perform at the tippity top of its awesomeness. So, it's going to be a 463 megabyte update, just so you know, in case you have limitations on your downloads for your internet and stuff. So, just download that, put your PS4 in rest mode, let it download, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, that's honestly about it. Some people were thinking that it might be like time for the change your name feature to come to prime time because it's been in beta for months now, and I guess they're still having issues with it. It baffles my mind that they're having so much trouble with that feature. Just I don't understand. I think they tied the names to like the core of the console. I don't understand how you can make changing your screen name so difficult.
I'm sure. It's easier to change your legal name than it is to change your PSN name.
Yeah, it's impossible to change a PSN name.
Yeah, which is kind of funny. Yeah, man, Sony, get it together. Just tie my username to my soul and I'll be happy. Okay? That's all I need. But, I guess changing your PSN name is just going to be a dream.
Yeah, that's a pretty good segue. Dreams Early Access starts on April 16th. Here's how to take part, according to Tech Radar. Media Molecule's upcoming sandbox game Dreams is entering early access starting on April 16th. Early access will allow players to get a chance to get their hands on Dreams creation tools before the game's full release. But it won't feature everything we can expect in the full release, such as story mode and spaces. Spaces will be limited. Early access will grant players access to Dreams interactive tutorials and arcade games, templates, and additional content created by Media Molecule, as well as content created by the community during the Dreams Creator Beta. So, here's how to participate, though. You can purchase the Dreams Early Access from the PlayStation Store on April 16th, like we said, for $30 or for $25 or $24.99 euros, I guess it is, which is roughly about almost 50 Australian dollars. That sucks.
Oh my gosh.
Initially, Dreams Early Access will be available to US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and all European territories. Excuse me. Purchasing Dreams Early Access means you will have access to the full version of the Dreams on release, so you don't have to buy it twice. Also, your progress in the Early Access will transfer to the full version, so that's nice. Dream's early access is limited, though Media
That is always
Molecule
nice.
has claimed that there's a big limit. Early access also won't include the VR feature. I swear this game has been in development forever.
I can't decide if I like this game or not. I really can't. And I feel like it's one of those for $30. I might just have to give them $30 and just jump in and see if I like it or not.
With the full release, if the full release is going to cost the same.
That's also a good question because I would not pay $60 for this game. It does not look like it's in my
not at all
wheelhouse of things I would enjoy.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be worth $60 for someone who likes this kind of creator game, but I would much rather just play the levels other people create.
Exactly. I don't know why, but I'm getting very heavy Little Big Planet vibes from this game. Little Big Planet vibes from this game? Well, that's it. So I don't think I'll enjoy it because for some reason, I ended up owning Little Big Planet 1 and 2. I don't know how because I didn't buy them. I think they were just given to me.
I'm not a big fan of them, though, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. But, for those of you that want to dream early, you can. Just follow the instructions we gave you. But, money's tight sometimes. You're working 2 jobs trying to find time for gaming. We got you some deals. So, if you have Amazon Prime and you haven't linked it to Twitch, you should. Even if you don't watch Twitch, just make a Twitch account, link your Amazon Prime to it, and you'll get free stuff all the time. Like, you can get a free year of Nintendo Online
I might have to
with Twitch Prime.
Nintendo Online so I can get this.
So I just did this earlier today. So you get 3 months right now, and it links it to your Switch. You got to just make sure you're logged in to your Nintendo account. And it just adds it on to your already time you have. So it just extends your subscription, which is great. So, oh, yeah, true. Yeah. So I do the same thing. But if you're already... This will not work on family plans, by the way. I read a comment on that. For some reason, that won't work. I don't know. I guess it didn't work with that. But if you want a free year of Nintendo Online, and you don't have Amazon Prime, I definitely recommend because you should get that because it's just why not? Especially if you're a student and you can get Prime for a discount, you should definitely look into getting that because it's awesome and they're giving you a free year in Nintendo Online, which is great. If you have Pokemon, you can get some free Pokemon, which is apparently a thing. This kind of made me realize that I let my Pokebank subscription lapse, and all of those digital buddies I had, I guess, got sent to Lavender Town, or
I don't actually know.
And I was like,
because I definitely, it's only like $5 for an entire year, but I don't.
Yeah,
I haven't paid for it. At least I don't think I have it a year.
Exactly. And I was kind of like, does this still around? I mean, I guess people still have it because that's how you can get these Pokemon. So if you have a Pokemon Bank subscription and you have Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon or Sun or Moon, you can claim Oranguru and Persimmon in either of those games.
Persimmon is a fruit. Yeah.
What? Persimmon's a fruit?
Persimmon.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yes, persimmon. There's no R.
Well, now I know why all those Pokemon people at regionals look so... Okay, well, man. Can't believe I embarrassed myself at a Pokemon regional. Oh, well. So, to download them, you need to insert the game of choice into your 3DS, obviously, and access the Pokebank. After that, you'll see notification that the gifts are available. Then you'll need to open up the game, then pick up the Pokemon from the delivery man or woman, because I don't know, there might be delivery woman.
What are you talking
delivery
about?
women in Pokemon games.
I just completely.
You got to go to the delivery man. The article says delivery man, and then I was saying that I do not know if there are delivery women in Pokemon, so I was just using both terms just to play it safe. So they're going to be waiting inside a Pokemon Center, and there you go. They'll give you those Pokemon. We don't know how long this distribution is going to run, so if you want to get them, go get them now.
Yeah, I don't have Sun and Moon anymore, so I can't get these.
I still have Sun. I've only still played an hour of it. I'm not going back to Alola It's not for me. But I am gonna get Pokemon Gun when it comes out. So and we got some PlayStation Plus April announcements. So
just off the top, this is definitely not nearly as good as last month, but I mean they're free, so
exactly available on April 2nd. So you can get these on April 2nd. Don't know why I said that twice, but you can get Conan Exiles and The Surge. The only thing I know about Surge is it's that drink from Futurama.
Surge is a real drink.
It comes out of that. Really? I think I've seen it before.
Surge is definitely a real drink.
Surge. Okay, let me see. Google, is Surge a real drink? Is it? Oh, I've seen this. I could never drink this. I actually don't know what this tastes like, but I'm pretty sure it has caffeine, so I can't
definitely has like a very large amount of caffeine, as far as I understand it.
Yeah, I can't drink this. I'd like to try it. You should try it and describe to me what it tastes like.
I don't want to.
Okay, I'll ask
I think Brian loves
Brian or somebody. Okay, I'll trust his tongue. So, and that's it for the show. I got to go to work because there's apparently a wedding that we have to prep for, because that's a thing we allow people to do because people like getting married at a restaurant, which makes no sense because no matter how nice the restaurant, if you get married at a restaurant, it's just the same as getting married at a Waffle House. So,
man, Waffle House is delicious.
I will stand by that. Waffle House is delicious. They make some dang good hash browns. Well, that's the show. We thank you for listening. Shut up, neighbor. I'm doing a podcast. Okay, sorry about that. I had to tell my neighbor to
Is he like
to
staring
shut
in
up.
your window again?
So, no, I think he's jumping from his couch to his floor doing burpees or something. I honestly don't know. There were power tools, and I don't really know what he does. I should ask him and be like, okay, what are you doing up here? I really need to know. I'm very curious. So, but we welcome new listeners to the show. We appreciate y'all listening. We thank everyone that has been listening before. It's been the best downloaded month so far, and the month's not even over. So we really do appreciate y'all listening. Be sure you rate and subscribe wherever you're listening to the show. On iTunes review.
Spotify, Stitcher, whatever, you name it, except for it's not on SoundCloud. So if you want to listen to it on SoundCloud,
not on SoundCloud.
Too bad.
That's right. We tried with doing that adventure on SoundCloud, and it just didn't work. Wasn't for us. So we're on all the things. We're working on getting on Pandora. Like Ryan said, we're on Spotify. We're on Radio Public.
We're on all the major
tune-ins.
I mean, I think we're on pretty much everything except, like I said, SoundCloud.
I do believe we're on everything. Yeah. You can even say, hey, smart speaker, play One Up Me podcast. And it should work. And if it doesn't, throw it in the trash and buy a new smart speaker.
You gotta buy a new one, and every time, immediately when you get home, plug it up, set it up, and then say, hey, smart speaker, play One Up Me podcast. And if it doesn't, throw that one away. So I would probably start with the Google.
That's right.
And then you can move on to the Amazon Alexa, and then, I don't know, is that horrifying Facebook thing that's definitely watching you pee? Is that a smart speaker?
I would assume so, yes. And then there's the Apple one. And I'm
is that
it's like 5,000. Yeah, it's a speaker. It has Siri built in. It costs way too
much money.
Yeah, it looks like a trash can. Yeah.
I hate Apple so much.
It's stupid. So, but if you want to reach out to the show and let us know what you think about any of this news or just anything video game related, what your favorite video game memories are, what you're playing right now, you can. The podcast has a Twitter. It's at @WannaBePodcast. You can talk to me on Twitter at @Swaylock. You can talk to Ryan on Twitter at Ryan Divisions. The podcast has a Instagram at @WannaBeGaming. If you want to email the show, wannabepodcast@gmail.com. We have a Patreon. We'd love for y'all to come join the community over there.
Get the show early or earlier or
that
earlier,
is correct.
Depending on how much muns you give us.
That's right. Patreon.com/OneUpMe. And we appreciate the Heatley Bros and for the music and Alicia for the artwork. We truly do. Man, James is very weird sometimes, but I'll talk to you more about
picture of a lot of Pokemon cards for some reason because he's obsessed with Pokemon and does nothing else.
Yeah, maybe he'll get paid to do this one day. Maybe he'll become like the next announcer
I
or
don't know how
something.
much they
You know,
get
who
paid, but it's
knows?
probably not enough to make a living.
Probably not. So we appreciate you listening.
I'm hungry, man.
And as always, me too. As always, stay safe and play on.
I'm going to get some food.